You see one?
Down to final 10.
He's really weak in between. But I didn't know it was multiple. Might be multiple.
Teammate, bro, who's watching the fucking live?
I must want to finish.
One is done, yeah.
Yeah, finish.
Running out right now.
One moved to the trailer.
Just swinging my hammer. That one is? Yeah.
Smart kind of move.
All right, we have Garrett. Garrett submitting some gameplay. He plays 12 plus hours a week. He plays on Xbox Series X, 9.9 on a .02 dead zone, 80 FOV, obviously. Xbox Elite 2, Acer 4K 28-inch, 120 hertz. Okay. Why should TeeP choose your gameplay to review? I'm a 1.65 KD player, mainly play Rebirth for 2-3 hours a night. I feel like as if I have the skills to have a much higher KD, and just haven't gotten there. For the most part, I seem to have good shots, good movement, and confidence in gunfights hasn't translated to the stats I hope for. Okay? I'd like to diagnose why that is so I can put up the banger games that I expect from myself. What do you struggle with most while playing Warzone? Pacing. Almost all the friends I play with, to put it nicely, aren't very good at Warzone, and I'd prefer to play very slow, and would prefer to play very slow and methodically. I find myself trying to be nice and slow down for them instead of playing at the pace I would like to. Fast! Rotations. I have no problem taking on 1v2s and 1v3s and enjoy it. Rotations getting into those gunfights can get me into trouble. Low ground, high ground, or late, early rotations, etc. Consistency. I have nights where I drop multiple 10+ kill games and others where I barely break 5. Some nights where my shot is on and some nights where I can't hit the broadside of a barn. Hey, that happens, bro. Okay. So, inconsistent overall. Slows down because of his teammates. Okay, so let's take a look on like how he approaches some of these 1v2s. And then maybe getting down towards late game, what his rotations are looking like. The consistency one is kind of just how Warzone is with lobby sometimes, I swear. Especially if you're playing like late at night too. Well thought out answers though. I like that. We have a good amount to focus on when it comes to this one. Let's get into it. Alrighty. Tips with TeeP going on now. Mr. Apex is our first submission of the day. 1.65 KD, 9.9 sensitivity. Says he wants to focus on basically overall aggression, speed up his gameplay a little bit. Right away, I can tell he's a pretty decent player. The way he's moving around, the way he's looting. Obviously, he knows what guns he's going for in terms of ground loot. Already looks pretty solid.
All right. Biggest piece of junk ever.
Right away, I feel like this guy should be higher than a 1.65. Looks pretty gross, to be honest with you. Gets a couple off rip, gets traded out, though. Not the biggest, not the biggest deal there. He's just trying to get after it a little bit. I've been killed by this guy before on Rebirth. He looks sweaty. Looks like a sweat. Nice shots. Gets caught from the roof. That's just kind of annoying. It's tough to judge anything so far because he's just trying to get mixy early game. Like right now, I'd be spam pinging the buy. I see my teammate with 12 grand on Rebirth. Like, bro, let's get it going. Yeah. This guy's good. You can tell based on his aim and stuff. See what load he's rocking with.
I literally just left and that guy comes up.
Car 98 and a Milano. Okay, that's just a Milano up close. Right into a decent player holding the staircase. Honestly, landing here just sucks because you're always on the low ground. And any fight that you're gonna want to try and get in, they're just ratting up on these catwalks. So like getting a lot of kills in this drop spot area, like look how deep he is into the game already, and that. So, like, just landing over here, like, there's half the lobby's already gone. You're already kind of getting into second zone. So, like, your overall positioning here, like, your kill potential goes down the longer that you're here. So I guess like get your early game kills and then get your ass over to prison or somewhere that's, you know, where the kills in general are more accessible. This area just kind of sucks for getting a lot of kills early game while the lobby's still healthy, you know?
Broke him on the roof. Of
Auto and an Owen gun. Looks like he almost lost aim assist a little bit there. Rapid Owen build though. So movement's good. Challenge up close. The guy's confident. Like gunfights are definitely not the issue.
getting chased.
This is 9/9 sensitivity too. This sense looks pretty fast as well for 80 FOV. Definitely a good POV to watch. Looks like he's getting no aim assist though. You guys see that? Like when he like swipes over a guy, it's like nothing. It like doesn't even look like it slows down really. So like he's on 7, but like with this lobby, he could very easily be on like 12 plus, like easily.
Oh, you're all in this room being rats. Holy cow.
That's Rebirth for you, Chief. Been there, Chief. Been there. This guy should have like a 3 KD, in my opinion. This is just based off of me watching. Like, very solid player. This should be like a 3 KD player, deadass. Let's see what happens when we get a little bit later on in the game, though. Like, so far, he's just been fighting in... I don't know. He's been in a small little portion of the map. And he's taking all these fights that... Like, let's be honest, in Rebirth, there's certain areas that you just don't really want to push into when you know that, like, a team is camping it. So, like, I've never seen him in a high ground position, really, besides when he's trying to fight in, like, these buildings on the 2nd floor. So, like, obviously he's really good, but, like, the areas of the map that he's been in have been pretty bad. And I guess when he's, like, storming some of these buildings, like, pushing in the bottom, it doesn't seem like he's, like, super aware of, like, how many are there. So maybe he needs to like gain a little bit more information rather than just like full sending into scenarios. It just seems like a lot of the time he's just sending it to send it rather than, you know, taking his time a little bit more once he knows that people are around. Also, I feel like the stim usage could be better. Oh, that's exactly why I don't like using that scope. I don't like it. The random switch up like that. I just prefer the slate. I've tried this one and I tried I think it's called the NIDAR scope, and I just feel like the slate's just the way to go. I don't know why. It's personal preference though, I think. This guy is good. This guy is very good, Cart. This guy's very good. Positioning is just ass though. Like, I don't like a lot of the fights that he's taking. He's been stuck on this little corner of the map for the entire time. We're closing in on 4th zone and he has not gotten, you know, he's been within this same like 200-meter circle. He's been down bad on plates. Lobby's already down to 18 people left.
I'm about to get sniped.
Good chow. Good chow with like not full armor. This guy's good. You gotta give this guy props for being as good as he is on console as well. Like, it's a fun POV to watch. It's really just positioning and like which challenges he's deciding to take. I really respect the confidence though. You know, like that's something that's kind of hard to teach. This guy's a spaz though. He kind of spazzes out. .120 FOV and he's a 2.5 KD. I disagree. That's not... FOV is not the problem. Like, this guy's obviously very good. You just grab that satchel. Yeah. Just overall... Is that the end of the game? Or does he have one more respawn? That is the end of the game. That sigh afterwards. Hold it, one more. Been there, brother. Been there. Okay. This guy is way, 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 way better than a 1.6. First off, movement's fantastic. Aim looks pretty good. Kind of spazzy when he's in close range, but it almost looked like he lost aim assist in a couple of situations. I don't like that sight on the Owen personally, so I think I would recommend switching that up a little bit. When like overall his positioning was not nearly good enough. You want to go for high kill games in Rebirth, and what's that area he dropped at? Is that called Nova? I forget all the names off the top of my head, mostly because I probably never go over there. So I don't mind dropping there immediately. But so he gets those couple of kills. I think it was like 2 or 3 off rip, like over, like when he's like over here, right? Like I don't mind that at all. Get some early kills, but immediately on your next death, like right here in the game, why are you dropping back here? Go over to like where's your like easily regainable spots? It's over at prison. It's over at tents. It's over. Basically, just get out of here. Like, if you guys watch me play and like any good Rebirth player play, right? Your highest kill potential is always at top prison. There's multiple access points. There's most people going to be spawning right above your head. Most people are, like love going back towards tower so you can hit those guys, especially when you're sniping too. Just by being top prison alone, your kill potential goes up by like 300%, especially with a sniper, right? So like staying on this bottom corner of the map for that amount of time, like the longer you're there, the more the lobby's going to die out and the less kill potential you have. So the fact that he's just kind of hanging out is just like, don't go there. I don't know what else to say besides that. Then when he sort of gets regained, he gets loady, he starts heading up towards tents and the houses up there over towards like Parade, I think it's called. I don't really remember off the top of my head. He starts going up here and like obviously he's super confident in these situations where he's fighting in these buildings, but he's an absolute spaz. He doesn't gain nearly enough information, and you got to like take your time when you are starting to take some of these ratty fights. Like it feels like the movement's obviously there, right? But it's like as soon as he sees a guy on his screen, like I guess he could try and move a little bit more. He could try and move around a little bit more to gain more information. But I mean, he's getting kills, so it's like hard to knock him for it. But again, that's another situation here where you're just like he is never in a high ground situation with a sniper. Like, what's the point? Like, staying low ground is fine if he keeps like getting action and that type of stuff. But just like, why not make it more easy on yourself? So he's on 7 here. I feel like for how good this guy is, this guy should be consistently at like 12 to 15 kills at this point of the game. Like he's just always low, always low, always low, always low. Bottom. Finally gets up to his second floor, but it's already like it's like end game. Now let's watch like the late game decision making too. So when does he learn about the zone pull? Okay, so he knows he has to go the long way. Like realistically, his best options here for rotation are to take low ground, which is probably the safer bet, maybe, and just like get early rotated into this zone. Or wrap around right, get up these steps, and get some high ground control on the rotation. Instead, he's just like right down the middle. Like neither option is that good. And then, like even more so, he's like stuck on low place. He doesn't really have much loot. He needs more stuff. So he gets that ping, and there's 3 people close to him on his left here. I just don't think these are the fights. I think you get early rotated here, and you try and get a lot of these kills for free. And I think the low left rotation is better in this. Yeah, I think it is. Because, like, on one plate, you don't want to... there's 5 people here. I think you want to, like, go low left and get there early. But it's debatable on the rotation. That's just what I think is best in this scenario. Like, with his loot. If he has full armor and things like that, I'd be like, yeah, like pull up. It's another ping. Starts freaking out. See, now he's just so late. And I see this problem. Almost every single review that we get where people want to focus on rotations. Like, what do you mean focus on rotations? Every single time, like, they just let zone get to them. And they have no stim and they have no mask. Like, what do you expect? The only way you can cheat zone is with a gas mask and with a stim. And all these guys, respectfully, of course, respectfully. Again, this is tough love criticism right here for you, Apex. Oh, you're in the chat. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the submission, by the way. But all these people that are submitting gameplays like, TeeP, I suck at rotation. It's like, No, you don't suck at rotation. You just don't even fucking rotate at all. What do you mean rotation? You didn't even, none of these people rotate ever. Like they just let zone get to them and they don't have any utility to combat it. Like, what do you, like, don't say you're bad at rotating. You just don't rotate at all. You have a whole ass minute to figure out what spot you need to get to. Like, now you're fucked. You're on no plates, or sorry, one plate. You know, two people are close on you. You have, like, you just get forced to do things, and that's when you are just chalked. You absolutely smoked that guy. You have a satchel there he can grab, but like, now he just doesn't have time. There's a stim. Okay, so like now it's like a mixy situation. He missed the satchel. He missed the stim. So you either grab a satchel and you drop down on the lower part of the street back over this way, or you go grab this stim, you play this loady heady, you tank the gas for as long as possible, and then you have to figure out where to rotate. It's just so mixy. Like, you see how stressful that situation becomes when he could have very easily just got somewhere where he can post up with his sniper or maybe loot up a little bit more and just get forward ground of some sort, you know? So it's not like he's bad at rotating. Rotating's not even a freaking thought in his mind. So like right when you figure out in late game where the zone pulls, you have to make your plan. And this is one of the most common things that I'm seeing on these gameplays. So he knows about this zone pull all the way. How much time did he actually have? He had legitimately a year to figure out a plan here. Bruh, like, you know where you gotta go, you know? So it's not even being bad at rotation. You're just not even trying to rotate. It's just not even a thought. Not even close. Then next thing you know, all these good players that submit these gameplays are like forced to do bad plays, you know? I don't know. Apex, you're a great player, dude. Oh yeah, low ground and overall positioning, ass. Gun skill, movement, yeah, fantastic. You're smoking these bots. Just don't land there. Get some high ground at prison, you know? Like, there's many options for you because you're a fantastic player. Just get your ass to the good spots on the map to just farm kills. Then, once you get to, like, I don't know, 3rd, 4th, 5th zone, and you get, like, a far zone pull, figure out where your next spot is to get ahead of all these people on zone. And once they rotate out, you just hang out and kill them all. Make the game easy on yourself. You'd be dropping 20s like it's nothing. Easy clap. Straight up. I don't want to get roasted by TeeP. Well, I don't feel like I'm roasting him. Like, this guy's a fantastic player, and I think there's no way this guy should be on a 1.6 KD. You guys agree or disagree? I'm curious. Like, I think this guy's really good, but he's just, like, not. I just don't know what he's doing half the time. Apex, thank you so much for submitting gameplay, though, dude. Like, I think you have a lot of, like, very easy improvements to make. And honestly, watching that gameplay, bro, the reason you're inconsistent is you're not going to the best parts of the map. Like, most of these players, you're just going to absolutely smoke them. So just, like, slow it down, use your mini-map more, and just go to the right parts of the map and use your rapid-fire Owen, which probably no one else on the map is using, and just absolutely shit on them. And then once you shit on the guy's low ground, you go to top prison and just snipe them out the sky. And you just hang out. Like, make the game easy on yourself. Then once you figure out what your easy rotation is, rotate early to the next zone, and then snipe those clowns on rotation for free. You know? Like, there's no reason you should be a 1.6. Nah. You should be like a 2.5 plus, dead ass. Okay. Next up, we have Mexicutioner. His name is Luis. I don't know why I said Luis. Luis. Appreciate you, buddy. This guy is on PS5. He plays 0 to 4 hours a week. And he's on 15 cents. Dog. Lewis. Chief. 15. Dog. He's on a default PS5 controller. We gotta give this man a scuff. Acer curved monitor, 165 hertz, 1ms. He's on a 1ms. Okay, cool. He's got a Kraken. Maybe think about getting some JBL Quantum 1s. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Exclamation headset. Okay. Why should TeeP choose your gameplay to review? I like to play at a more casual level. Meaning I play when I can because of my work/life schedule. That is very understandable. My uploads to YouTube are just for me more than for viewers. I respect that. I like my skill level to improve for better content. I'm not a great player, but I know I'm not a bot player either. I always like to see where I'm at on that scale from a professional's POV. My struggles are more in the gunfights that I have because you're on fucking 15 cents, Chief. Respectfully, of course. You're on 15 cents. No wonder you're I'm going to see a lot of whirlwinds. I already know. Before I even watch a gameplay, you're on 15. No shit. Positioning, creative / high IQ plays, map knowledge, etc. I'm really good at responding to a threat in the game. My method of response feels like it needs work. I'm not sure why I lose gunfights, and I struggle with challing for that reason. Okay, so lacking confidence in gunfights. You're on 15. Dog. Okay. Let's see. So, like, we have to change the way we frame this, right? This guy's not trying to be a slide-canceling, stim-sliding, sweaty son of a bitch. So everyone shift their frame of thinking. This guy plays a couple of hours a night, maybe throughout the week when he can. He gets off work. He's having a brewski. He's getting a couple games of Rebirth in. Okay? He uploads, but he's not really trying to get super after it. Maybe he makes a cool play here or there. You know? So we got to shift the way that we're going to give feedback on this one. But first off, we got to see what this guy's shots looking like.
Execute all targets in the AO.
This looks like 80 FOV to me. The last game on Xbox did not. This looks like 80.
Enemy UAV.
Does he have screen shake on? There's some...
Hold out until
He has screen shake on. What setting is that? It might be different since I'm on PC. It's camera movement, right? It's not motion blur. It's camera movement, right? That's the setting on console. This setting right here. Is this a setting on console? You need to put it to least. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. I can tell immediately. If your gameplay looks like that and your shit's shaking all over the place, bruh, camera movement, turn it down. Whew, sheesh. I already have a headache watching. Deadass. We go back in.
execute all targets.
There's no motion blur, you can tell. It's not on console? Oh. Another thing, if you use a circle minimap, you need to change the square. The square, you get a bigger minimap that also rotates. Like you don't want a circle. I don't think there should be different minimap options. I think that Raven should just give us the best minimap, and the fact that people have to change a setting for a better minimap is whack. I think there's a lot of settings on this game that are defaulted to a bad setting, and I don't understand why. I think Raven should like help people out a little bit more. You know? I think that bothers me. That bothers me. And it bothers me because how is a casual player ever supposed to know that? Okay, beams. Nice drop shot. Okay. This guy's sense is crazy, dog. Watch how fast. Holy shit, son! Here's another one. He's right in this building. Guy went up top. Guy behind him.
Mark target for airstrike.
Okay. Oh, almost stuck the guy. Kind of like panics. He goes right back at him. This guy's crazy. Right back for his gun. He lost this guy. He has auto attack sprint on. It looks like. No, he doesn't. Never mind. He does not have auto attack sprint on because he's like straight up walking. Yo, Cali smokes 35. His sense looks so sporadic, man. He's got to turn it down. His sense is too high, for sure. It looks super uncomfortable, even on like simple fights. He hears the guy up there. Yep. He's still above him. The same guy's been camping on top of him. you can't hear accurate directions on console as you do on PC. That's a cap. Jimbo, we have heard this guy go up the staircase, and it's not so much the direction, it's the different surfaces that you hear. This guy walked up the staircase above him when he's like, right, is it this building? I forget which building it is, but you definitely, like, that's a big old cap. You're just making an excuse for console. That's not a real one. Right above. This guy, we have heard this guy walking around up here for this almost entire situation. Cappuccino. Pretty good aim right there. Okay. You can hear this guy directly above him in this, where this little window is. Is it a window or a door? I just know he's right up. You can hear him clear as day. Honestly, the audio sounds fantastic.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Little decoy action. I like it. You don't want to throw them both in the same area, but oh, that's fine. Revolutions, thanks to 2 months. Let's go. You see how his initial snap is money, and then it just, ah, man, it looks so uncomfortable. You know what I mean? As soon as the guy moves, it just gets, scary. It gets really scary. He's on 9 though. He's actually frying these clowns. Hey yo, Clutch, appreciate the 27. He's got a well gun. And looks like he... Oh, this well gun is not it. This well gun is not it.
Less than 25 remained.
Oh, that's a good.
Next time will be done. Return to base.
Okay. I want to like scale down like my feedback because like this is casual guy, right? I don't like, but like I saw him slide cancel a couple of times, like towards the late game. It seems like his audio is off. He doesn't. I'm hearing this guy's gameplay, and he doesn't know where people are based on the audio. So I don't know if his settings are off. I don't know if his headset volume is off. I don't. There's at least 4 or 5 situations in this game where he knows exactly where someone is, and he doesn't even react or like hear it at all. And I'm kind of confused. Console audio being trash, guys. This guy recorded audio, so this is what he is hearing. This is what we're listening to. You guys are capping right now. You guys are like he recorded this, so it might be like a headset thing or something. Like, but we're hearing what this guy is here. It's literally his recording. So I don't know what you guys are saying. So it's got to be a headset setting or something because he has no idea. Like, he has no idea that a lot of these guys are coming. Like, he hears this guy, and he has no idea. You know? And that's happened multiple times. So, need to mess with audio settings, but that'd be pretty tough to do because unless I'm, like, literally talking to this guy live, I can't figure out what settings that he's using. So, that's a tough one. So, audio is a very easy fix. If this guy hears 4 or 5 of these guys, like he's getting some more kills for free. I think his sensitivity is definitely too high. I don't want to tell him this to go all the way down to like a 9.9. I think like a good compromise for him would be going down to like 12.12. And then like I think realistically though, you want to be probably on console. I'm thinking like 9.9, 10.10 maybe on 80 FOV. That's kind of my guess. That's probably like a sweet spot. 15's too much though. You can see in multiple gunfights where he just like loses the guy. Like tracking. Like right there's fine. It also really depends on if he's on dynamic curve or not too. We do not have that information. You see what I mean? it's just like, whoa. And then he has to like recorrect it. It just looks kind of wild. So audio needs some fixing. I don't know. Some of you guys are saying you might have the mono audio on. That might be it. I honestly don't know. Audio, move down the sensitivity a little bit. I saw him slide canceling a little bit. So like, I would say definitely work on movement for sure. But I don't think the guy has a lot of confidence to take close range gunfights because his sense is just so crazy. And then also, I think he said he was on a 0.08 dead zone. So that's not bad. You want to try and lower that, but maybe you can't on that controller. He's running a default PlayStation controller. So, yeah. So, yeah, I would say maybe lower the sensitivity, potentially switch over to that dynamic curve because that acceleration can definitely help, but also has it so he can like whip around how he wants to because he wants like some high he wants to have a higher sensitivity, which is fine, but wouldn't it be mono audio because we would hear it be mono in the recording? I actually don't know. I'm not sure. His loadout was absolutely horrible. This man needs to check out our gun document, exclamation guns in chat. Just give it a look. His well gun loadout was absolutely trash. He needs a gun doc, dude. This guy's got the big boy. This guy's got the titty mag well gun. Got a slate on it, which is fine. I don't know. The guy just needs some help with his loadouts, I think. So maybe that could be an easy change for him too. He needs to change his minimap. He needs to change his camera shake. If that's a setting on console, I'm still not sold on that one. I don't know if it is, but camera shake. But yeah, like I think that's what I'm gonna keep it to. Like some easy changes. Like it's a casual setting. Like I don't think this guy cares to be like a 2 KD sliding around sweat player, right? He plays a couple hours a week, you know. The what mag? This is called the titty mag. Let me see if we can get a better. So yeah. Like a titty. But yeah, that's not the build. So yeah, for like a more casual player, I would say those are like some pretty easy changes that would help him get some more kills. Like overall, decent game. He's on 9 with a little bit of audio change, with a sensitivity change. He could maybe get, you know, he could have a banger here, low key. So that's probably what I'd go with for these couple of changes. I'm not gonna go as crazy with the feedback because like this guy's not trying to be a sweat, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of changes he can make, like to play faster and get more gunfights and that type of stuff. But that's not what the guy's really going for. So I'm not going to harp on that stuff. Straight up. Alrighty? So yeah. And then get off 15. You know, you don't need to be on 15. No way. You could tell in these fights where he's just not very comfortable on the sense. It does benefit him in a couple fights where he whips around super fast. But I don't know. I would definitely tone that down a little bit to make his shot more consistent. Because there's just no way he's going to be consistent on that sense. No shot. Especially, we haven't really seen him take like a medium range fight either. So like that's when the whirlwinds could potentially happen. But yeah, that's what I got for him. Can we get a W in chat and say thank you to Lewis, Mexicutioner, for submitting some gameplay. And I gotta respect it too. Because I think a lot of you more casual players, and I mean that with respect, right? You guys that aren't playing a lot, I don't think a lot of you guys would have the guts to submit a gameplay for a review. Like this guy's not trying to be a sweat, and I respect it. You know, he knows how much he's gonna be gaming. You know, yeah, not bad, not bad at all.